Okay, so let's take a look here. We have the audio, we have a desktop audio, which you don't need. Look if there's anything else here. Do in here. Hello guys, this is my first stream, so I'm just trying to figure everything out. Make sure we're recording. Make sure, see if I can see it on my channel. Try to make sure the audio works. Cool. So we are recording here. Okay. So hello. Welcome. This is my first live stream and probably the first video I have ever done while talking. I normally do shorts. Um, so welcome. So on this live stream, I'm going to draw one of my glue characters. Show you the process of how I do that step by step. And little tips and tricks that I use for that. As well as my channel, what I'm going to be doing on my channel, what my hopes and goals are for my channel. So yeah. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna continue talking. I'm probably gonna start talking about my channel first, and then see if anyone joins. Um, but yeah, just kill a little time before we start drawing here. Um, so yeah. um, so I made this channel about a month ago, and I have seen quite a bit of growth in with my views and people following me. Or if you are followers, thank you for following. And if you're new, welcome. Uh, if you like my content, please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Because I really do love making art, and this has been fun. Just doing this as a hobby right now, doing YouTube. But I do want to make my YouTube a safe place for people of all art levels to join me in learning art. I am still growing in my art journey and learning a lot of stuff. Um, it has taken me many years to get to where I am now. Um, and there's still stuff I struggle with to this day, and some stuff that I am learning at this very moment. So I would love to grow like a little family, um, and grow together in our art. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping to get more people interested in my contact with doing lessons, speed paints, live streams, um, challenges, stuff like that. Starting up this channel has been kind of hard for me because sometimes I have lost inspiration, or I just needed to find some motivation, or I've got stuck somewhere. Like recently, I got stuck on um, skin detailing. Um, which is like one of the most important things for drawing. Normally I would focus on the the character, you know, the design. But when it came to skin coloring, hair, all of that, I never really focused on that. So actually, the past couple of weeks, I've been focusing on it, and I've seen a huge growth, and I have learned a lot. Um, and I think definitely my adding light texture and stuff has um, really have improved. But yeah, um, but I do want to this big little family, so you can learn with me. You can, um, you know, improve with me. I do have an Instagram, and I'm hoping once I get a large enough following, we share our arts as we learn and grow together. Where you were when you started and where you are now. I think the best way to learn art is to have someone to watch, or like a teacher that you really connect with, that you can see, that can walk you through things, no matter where you are at in your level, but also make things clear. And I'm gonna try to do the best I can with that. But also, if you can relate, um, and maybe you're at the same level as me or a little bit below, we can relate, and you can take inspiration from me, and I can take inspiration from you. Um, some of the live streams I might do in the future, we might start creating new ideas, new characters, and I will have to work on sketching without a reference picture. I still do what do you call it? Tracing, but normally I do AIs or actual human pictures, like portraits. Um, nobody's art, nothing like that. Um, so since I've tried it and I can copyright it and everything, but I do change it up in my own way. Um, but I think learning from actual things like animals or human faces, uh, like models and everything, um, or is a good way to start. Um, so that normally what I have been doing to grow my art, as far as faces and getting skin colors and stuff like that, right? Um, it has helped me with my actual trace and sketching progress, where before my drawings looked like a potato with eyes. Like it didn't even look like a human. It was kind of like cartoony, but it did really look like a human. Um, but yeah. We'll check. Then we got this too. Okay, I should have done that. So hopefully I can save this so new people can see that part. I did not um start recording it, but hopefully I can post it on the actual channel so you can see this live stream later. Um, but yeah. Um, but I think this is a good way for everyone to grow together. Uh, art has always inspired me. I have dabbled in all kinds of different art styles. Um, but I always, well, when I growing up, um, I learned a lot about the old, classic artists. So I feel like when now I'm doing colors and paintings, my art is starting to turn towards similar to their technique, which is more like it's kind of 3D, but it pops out. I use oil um, brushes, and or I use the spray paint. Um, but it pops out. It gives it a kind of painting feel to it. Um, so right now that is kind of where my art is going at when talking about skin coloring and detail, as well as hair. Which I actually like. I think it's really cool that even though it's been years um, from where I was studying these classic artists, I can see a lot of the influence I did learn as a kid now kind of showing up into my art, and my painting. Um, but I was lucky enough to have this was like kindergarten through fourth grade, a really good art class where it talks about different art um, eras, different painters, different architecture, different ways to paint, different pottery and painting and oil painting, pastels, all that. Mediums, I guess you would call that. It was more like a college class, I would say. And I would say same with our music class. Those two classes were way advanced for someone that was in kindergarten to fourth grade. But I did learn a lot about music and art from these lovely ladies that taught it at my school. Um, but yeah, it was more like a college class, like very in detail, like like when we first started, I don't know if we fully grasped what was going on. But I'm very lucky that I had that. Because it started my passion for art, and I also do like music. I like dancing. I might make another channel where I maybe sing or I dance or something, but that's a whole different story. Um, Yoga, fitness kind of thing. But yeah, it really started my interest. And for a long time, I would back and forth, tracing and trying to find my way. And I always hated my work because it never looked like the original brick. Um, but then, but then, when I was about 10, I started really trying to do detailed, like pencil sketching. And I was able to um, um, get into that a little bit, but then I also took a break and I lost all that material. Later on, I did get a drawing tablet and a computer, and from there I started my digital art again. Not super great. I did try, but obviously I would get frustrated and I would stop. Um, and I think 3 years ago, I actually started taking it more seriously, like really putting in the effort, seeing improvements. I'm a kind of person that I like seeing improvements in something. If I don't feel like it's worth it. But growth can be very slow, and I'm trying to take it step by step. And I think a lot of new artists probably have, uh, when they started, felt like that. They already started and stopped, or really never took it seriously. It was kind of fun, but it was really frustrating, and they would quit for a little bit. So I know a lot of people who can relate with me, with a turn this journey. Um, but yeah, so this channel is really about growing as a family, growing all different all different levels, um, creating friendship. Um, but yeah, it's time to probably start getting into actually drawing now. I don't think we have had anyone join except me, which I think is the one person I see here. Um, but if there's other people I don't see, I feel like these live streams don't really update. Um, but if there are other people, hello, I got to see you through app, the apps I'm using. But thank you for watching. If you are here, watching my channel, I'm not seeing it. But I will be updating to make sure I'm not missing anyone, because I do want to connect and communicate. You can ask any questions, anything like that. Um, okay, so I want to start a totally new clue character. Um, right now we have Miss Peach, which is a Southern Belle. We have Miss Scarlet, who is one of the original characters. She shows up at the mansion when her car breaks down. And then we have Mr. Plum. He is a therapist. He works at a mental hospital, working with the mentally ill, and yeah. So he was I guess, a professor in psychology, but I call him the mad psychologist because I feel like he has a little bit of that same madness that uh, his patients had. Um, and then, so those are the characters I have either finished or am drawing. The only one I have not finished yet is Miss Scarlet, which I am probably going to do on my own, to post later on my channel. But so we have some characters that I've made up. We have Sapphire. We have the owner who dies first, which I think is Mr. Body. Um, we have Colonel Mustard. We have Peacock. Don't remember who these two are supposed to be. I know one is Mr. Green. Um, but yeah, Miss White, and then I also added Mrs. White, younger sister. I will figure out what her character will be. But I also there are a lot of different characters in Clue, so I might change it up and put those characters instead of making my own characters, um, like of names and stuff for the characters that I would have fit in. I am planning on maybe doing uh a like animation with these characters if I can. Like a murder mystery kind of thing. I might make it my own. I might make it similar to Clue because these are Clue characters. But I am gonna twist it to my own storyline. Since Clue is literally, I don't want to copyright and get all messy with that. But yeah, I would like to try to do animation. Um, because I thought that would be cool. If not, I still have a lot of cool characters I've created, and I can post on a regular daily basis, and I will be just happy with that. But yeah, that's something I have came up with, um, that I would like to try and hopefully achieve, because I think it'd be so cool to do an animation with the characters, and nothing too fancy. This is very basic animation style, kind of flipping back and forth the different facial structures, backgrounds, stuff like that. But yes, okay. So who do we want to draw? So we have a lot of very interesting characters. We have two characters that I think would be fun to draw. They're kind of goofy looking. All of the pictures I have here are from AI. I put in what I would like my Clue characters to look like, and these are pop-ups. Now there is controversy that AI uses other people's drawings, or you know, or something like that, or other things that can be copyrighted. So I'm trying to figure out ways to change it up a little more to make it my style based off of these. Um, but yeah, so AI is kind of tricky, and I'm not trying to get into that. But I do use these. They are my ideas. I do use these as a general app at the character creation, and from there I might change things, might add things, or like the coloring is so different, it might not even look like the same character at the end of it. Um, but yeah, I do put a lot of work in these um, to try. Sorry, forgot where my thing is to to um to change them as much as possible. Okay, so I think that one person is me. I know myself. But it's okay. It's my first live, and I probably can save it and maybe make it shorter, but like the shorts. Maybe next time I might put something in the shorts showing that I am going to have the live, and you guys could go check it out like 5 minutes before. But I did have to wait 24 hours to do this, so I didn't really pick a live. But I think I'm gonna do. I have three that I kind of want have in mind. I have like evil, the scientist. We have Mr. Body, and we have Cornered Mustard, which I think are the three most interesting characters that I have not made yet. Um, they have a very interesting style and a very interesting look to them. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do Mr. Body. I have him listed here as the owner who dies first. Um, okay. So I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna import import image. So that's not what I wanted. Import. Sorry, I got a new stylus actually. I got a bamboo stylus that is supposed to work on my computer. I got it today for early birthday gift, and I'm trying to figure it out. I love it so far. I think it really does a good job of my heart. But I might actually change to my other account to see if like for other people to see it. Okay. It still says there's one person watching, and I'm not sure if that's myself. Now let me check on this and see if it shows me. I don't think it does. Which kind of sucks. Oh, no, no, no. I'm just checking everything else. So let's get our character here. We're gonna do Mr. Body, or yes, we have Mr. Body here. Hello, eyebrows. He's a very interesting looking character. So he's one of the older characters. I would definitely say, yeah, that. Okay. So, and then I'm gonna add another one on top of that, and then I turn this down a little bit so I can see the picture, but not too much. Um, okay. So normally I start off with like a pencil. I am using Jazz's Jazz's ultimate art brush. He is a YouTuber as well. And I started using his art brush. I got it for myself for Christmas, and I really do. I love these brushes compared to what already comes with Clip Art Studio. So yeah, so I'm gonna take a darker color here. We're gonna go and zoom in here, and we have Mr. Eyebrow. So we zoom in, we get a pencil. I'm using the construction pencil here, and then we find the right size that we want to do. So I normally zoom in quite a bit to start drawing. So since we're doing eyebrows, this should work. I normally go on it's kind of thick. It's 14. Maybe I can do it. Right, it's a small detail. He has a very arched brow here. Very serious. Now in the Clue franchise, Mr. Body brings everyone that he has been blackmailing or, you know, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's blackmailing them. And we have another character which is supposed to be the butler who brings all of them together. He himself is a victim of Mr. Body, and he leads them through what Mr. Body has done, and they kind of confront him. So yeah, Mr. Body is always the first person to die in Glue. He is always the victim. I guess I don't know if I'm drawing right now the wrinkles on him or if it's part of his eyebrows. Like these right here are wrinkles. um, Sometimes it's hard for me to see or tell. Let me try to get it a little more comfortable here. Oh, so I'm not drawing. Okay. So when I'm sketching, I might lose a little bit of like I don't know, like those might be actually part of the eyebrows, but hey, I don't know that. I'm gonna just using very minimum detail because I don't want to like straight up copy it. And if you do it this way, you can kind of stray away a little bit from the actual art piece because you can't really tell. So you can add things yourself by accident, or see, you can't tell. Is this whole thing his eyebrow? Because this side is a lot bushier than the other. I don't know. I gotta tell. And I can't tell if some of these are eyebrow pieces or if they are his very much wrinkles. Man, this guy never was happy. He has these really deep set wrinkles here. Brown lines and such. So, yeah. Now he has some of these. Yeah. Yeah, so this is kind of the process of what I do. Each time I do draw, I kind of get the line set up. Now this and like this. Get the nose, which get the nostril. Yeah, I might have to fix this. I feel like his nose because it's got a lot wider. Goodness. I'm trying to get comfortable here. I am wiggle, pose at the moment. So I have to change my position quite a bit. But I do use like I feel pretty dark when it comes to wrinkles and other things. Even though they might blend into the skin, they might not be as bonded as what I'm doing. Sometimes I keep them because it does add character or it's more my style. I don't like them black. Like like a old comic, old cartoon kind of style. But yeah, and yeah, I'm just fully getting used to the stylus as well. It's card day, like I said, and I like it so far. It's very brand pressure sensitive. I haven't what it came with when I first bought it, so I probably could change it to make it a lot better. Right now, I'm just seeing what I can do with the basic mode here, because I've never really changed my pencil um stuff before, so I don't really know really how to do this. And then we have some shading here, some shade duck spots. Um, but yeah. But yeah, when I went in to get this pencil, everybody was talking about how great it is. And so far, it has not let me astray. Um, but I might have to make it where the pressure is a little not as light because I feel like it doesn't get like when I'm sketching like this, it doesn't give me the exact shape that I would like. But so this is kind of what I have here. Yeah. So just go in and align it. Align the stuff here. Pencil. So yeah, so people are normally like, oh, so you trace. Tracing has a lot of bad recognition because people think you're when you use the word trace or when you are tracing that you're copying, which is what it is called. But a lot of artists do this from to get a reference point. Like if they have, say they're making a Frankenstein monster and steampunk or whatever. I actually took a class where they were doing that. And so yeah, Google's a lot of pictures, ideas, and pretty much they put it together. But sometimes you might need help, like if it's a face like this, or if it's a certain body type and you're not getting it, you can use it and copy it just to give you a starting point. From there, you change it up a little bit, color wise, style wise, and yeah. And when you're talking about human faces, using random people's faces, I don't. I mean, yes, they might be models. I don't just think random people like on the freaking internet, they get your information through, I don't go for some reason. So you never know who this person is. You're just using their face to create a character. Now, when going through human faces, I change it up a lot. AI on is kind of hard to go away from, but you might want to for AIs. This in case is one of the apps that you use people's artwork, that actual artwork. Now, I do believe AI can create their own stuff. I know, but a lot of times you might use stock images or other people's art. So you have to be careful with that. Um, but I do believe they are capable of changing the style or getting ideas and doing it in their own way. AI is very smart. Um, so, and each AI site is different. So you always want to be careful not to get copyrighted. You never know the AI. Okay, I'm gonna stop.